Hello everyone, welcome to yet another tutorial of Tab School ERP system. Um, I believe by now you have added or configured your ERP system and added students, teachers, and classes, and even created class timetables. So, if you haven't created that, I would recommend that you could go to our videos, which are present on our YouTube channel, and you can look into it and you can see how you can configure the entire ERP solution. Now, on next, and it is moving forward from here, we will see how to configure fees module and how to collect fees online as well as offline. So for that, this is like the highest demand video because everybody asks us like how should we do it, how what are the ways of collecting fees and things like that. So in my first video, when we were setting up the Tab School ERP, I did tell you that we had already plugged in the Paytm, PayU, and Razorpay gateways, where you just have to put an key, and after that you can start collecting your fees. But some of our users or video watchers told us that they were not able to understand like how would they configure it with a key. So not an issue. That's why I've created I will be telling you everything, and I've created a Razorpay account so that I can show you like how you can do it. So one more thing, one more thing. So this Razorpay key which I'm going to show you is a dummy key, basically is a testing key, and I'll show you how it works. So basically, once you log in using your account details, username and password, you will see this, and here then we'll go down and we'll go to settings. We click on school settings. What we are going to do now is we are going to configure the payment settings first. So that's why I have clicked on school settings and I'm clicking Razorpay. So if you can see on my browser, you see the Razorpay dashboard. So I have created this a dummy account, and you can see it says you are in a test mode. That means the API keys that I'm going to get are not the final keys, and I mean they are not there because for getting this Razorpay out of test mode, or as we call it in the technical language, into production mode or into a final mode, is where you have to basically submit KYC. So in case you have created an Razorpay account, you need to upload all the KYC, like what type of business it is, what is the category of business, what is the business description, if you want to run it on a website or you want it with app, how is it going to be like. So these are the things. So if you don't want to do this, all this KYC and everything, that's fine. We understand you don't have that time. You can always call our customer care executives and they would reach out to you and do it for you and configure everything for you. So we are there for you to help you out. So coming back to Razorpay dashboard, so on the left you would see account and settings, and in account and settings I'm going to see what we call API keys. So in API keys, what I'm going to do is it will show me generate a test key, obviously, and there you go. When I click on test key, I have my Razorpay ID. I'll copy it. I'll paste it here, and then I'll copy this secret key and I'll paste it here and click save. So now we have the Razorpay setup. That's it. This is how easy it is. Same goes with the Paytm. They will ask for merchant ID, merchant key, website, and industry type. And if you are on PayU, similarly, PayU is going to ask you a PayU key and a secret, which they call it salt. And is it a demo, whatever you want to do, they will ask you that. So it's that easy. So I've set up the Razorpay. Now coming back on the fees module. So let's understand how the fees module works. So find something called student accounting on the left navigation of your ERP system, and you will see fees type, fees group, fees find setup, fees allocation, and everything. So I'm going to click on fees type. Yeah. So when I click on fees type, there are no currently fees types. So we'll add the fees type. So first fees type I'm going to add is an admission fee. And the second type I'm going to add is a quarterly fee, because my school takes quarterly. So if your school takes monthly, you can have a monthly fee, you can have 6 monthly fee, whichever way you want, you can do this. So I have added quarterly fee. So now I have two types of fees. One is admission fee, one is the quarterly fee. And the third type I can also add is a transport fee. So there are three types of fees. So yes, now comes the fees group. Now in this fee group, I'm going to click on admission 2024-25 session. So 2024-25 session, admission fee plus tuition fee plus infrastructure fee is something that I want to take. The last date of that is, let's say, 31st March, because from 1st of April the new session starts, and that's how I'm going to do it. And I have clicked that I'm going to take this fee like admission fees, and quarterly 3 months fee, admission fee, infrastructure fee, so that is there. So let's say I'm going to take 27 4 5 6, which is 10 or 15,000 fees infrastructure, as well as 5,000 of each month fees. So this is there, and I click save. So this is my admission fees, and this will work on April, May, and June, right? So the quarterly fees includes quarterly fees, which is includes admission fees, also some other fees as well. Then again, I am clicking on quarterly fees. I'm just giving this, sorry, fees, and in here I would say that the last date would for this would be July 16th, for example, and this would be so this is for 3 months, July, August, and September, and I'm going to save. So now I have two fees with me. Now comes is the fine setup. This is the fine setup that actually I had done it before, but I'm going to do it again. I'm deleting this, so I'll do it for you again, and I'm going to add fine. I have to select the group like name, so I'm going to give an admission session maybe a fine, admission fee a fine, and it says either you can have a fixed amount or you can have a percentage. So I'm going with the percentage of 5%, and it will be, let's say, monthly, and save. So now I have set up the fine. So if anybody does not pay up to 31st March, from that on day onward, they will have to pay 5% as a fee. Sorry, late fee fine. Then again, I'm going to do the same with my fees quarterly, and the fine type would be, let's say, percentage, and I'm going to go with. So let's go this time fixed amount, so that you have an idea, fair amount of idea. So I'm saying okay, 1500, and the frequency, I'm going to keep it monthly and save. So I have done this. I've kept it to two ways. So yeah, so now we have the late fee setup as well. We have the fee type, fee group. Let's go ahead and do a fee allocation, right? So for example, the fee allocation, the same kind of fee is something that I take for 2 or 3 classes. So I can go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to take it for 8th class, all sections, admission fee, filter, and there is one student. I click on this and save. So this student has now got an admission fee assigned. It's saved. Now let's create a different value of fee for a smaller class. And I'm going to go ahead and say, sorry, fees group. I'll do the fees group, not fees type. Fees group here, I would say add fees group, admission session 2024-25 primary. So for the primary section, I'm creating, and I'm going to do admission fees. Again, I'm going to do is March. Here I'm going to add a value of entire and save. So I'm just adding a random amount for now, but you can add the exact amount that is being done. Now let's go ahead and again we have to set up a find, and I'm going to select for primary admission fee percentage 5% monthly and save. Because I'm doing this all over again because I want to show you how can you assign it to a multiple students. Because fee allocation, currently we added 8th class student because we have been following that same student since video 1. But what if there are many students in single class? Like here you have 10 students. So what you have to do is click on this and it will be assigned to everyone. So it says okay, you have information has successfully been saved. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to do it. Sorry, I have a bad throat, please bear with me. All sections, again primary, yeah. Now I have 10 more students and I click on this and click save. There you go. So everybody has been assigned with the fees. Now let's go and see how student sees this, how student is able to see this particular from their portal. So let's log in. I'm just going into incognito mode and I'm going on the school web portal, which is New Age International School. I click on login and say there you go. Now I have logged in using a student's username and password. There you go, and it will tell how well you are doing this as a dashboard. But Obviously, when we go there, say fees history. Now we have fees history, and there you go. It says admission fees of 274560 currently unpaid. This is to be paid by the student. And if I want to pay online, I can select admission fees. This is the fees. Obviously, currently it is in the test method, so you will not be able to see Razorpay. But once you have set it up properly, you'll be able to see it on Razorpay. And you can click on, you have to select. Currently the Razorpay is not coming because it is in the test mode, but otherwise once in the production mode you'll be able to see that. And if you have paid it offline, if there is a facility of collecting a fees offline, so you can add that as well. Okay, this has been paid offline, this is the date, this was the reference like a UPI or any transaction ID number, note and a proof of the payment, and you can say click pay. So this is how the student pays this to the school, and this is how it looks like on the other end. Another thing about this fee payment system is very good, which is pay fee or invoice. So now pay fee or invoice is, let's say if there is a parent who says that I will come to your school and I will pay you the fees in cash or otherwise, whichever way. So that is also, that facility is also available. So when I click here, it says okay, it is unpaid, so I can collect from here. I can click on from the back end, like as an admin I can click and I say okay, I can collect that for you. And I can say okay, admission fees, date is today, discount 0, fine 0, payment method can be cash, card, check, wire transfer, whatever it is. I'll say okay, it is cash, and send a confirmation SMS as well. If you remember, we set up the confirmation message. So see, now we have it here. So when you see this is being paid, and the best part is you can take out the printout and give it to the parent, and that's it. So this is how it works. This is how it will be for the backend. There is a payment history. You can see like the entire payment history of the student. There is something also called due fees and invoice. In that particular case, what happens is you can see how many students have paid, how many students have not paid according to the class. So let's say if I say click all sections, so there is nothing, a due invoice list is nothing, so that is there. And then is fees reminder. Now fees reminder is very interesting module. I find it very nice, like before and after. Like before 15 days a reminder should be sent via SMS to the parent that okay dear, let's say I'm just writing for you, okay, this click dear guardian name, um, So this is like 20 characters till 160 characters, and I think that's it. And then you have to add DLT. DLT, you can send it to Guardian and save. So 15 days before, an SMS will be sent to the parent. Again, you can add more reminders, like 15 days is where you can add 7 days or 3 days before, and same goes with the after. You can write as many messages as you want. So this is the entire fee collection module that is there, uh, which is available for you to work on. And in the next videos we will be looking at the office accounting module, which is again a very interesting module. Everybody wants to know how can we manage our expenses, our accounts, our vendors, our income accounts as well. So do watch our next video. Thank you.